Levels of curriculum implementations. So we have five. The first one is the national level. Second one is the regional level. The third one is the division level. The fourth one is the school district level. And lastly is the school level. So let's start with the national level. So in addition to his or her powers under existing laws, the Secretary of Education shall have authority, accountability, and responsibility for the following. Formulating national educational policies. So, ang secretary ay responsable sa pagdevelop at pagpapatupad ng national educational policies para maging guide ng DepEd sa pag-achieve ng kanilang goals. So, these policies may cover a wide range of areas tulad ng curriculum, instruction, assessment, at development ng teacher. Next is formulating a national basic education plan. So, ang secretary is responsable sa pagdevelop at pagpapatupad ng National Basic Education Plan to ensure na lahat ng mag-aaral ay may access sa quality basic education. So, dapat maglalaman ang plan ng mga goals, objectives, at strategies para sa basic education sa ating bansa. Third is the promulgating national educational standards. Ang secretary is responsable siya sa pagdevelop at paglalabas ng national educational standards na magiging gabay ng DepEd sa pagtitiyak ng kalidad ng education sa bansa. These standards may cover a wide range of areas tulad ng content, learning outcomes, at assessment. Monitoring and assessing national learning outcomes. Ang secretary is responsable sa pagmamonitor at pag-assess ng national learning outcomes ng mga mag-aaral. Ito ay nakatutulong sa DepEd na matukoy ang mga lugar kung saan kinakailangan ng improvements. Undertaking National Educational Research and Studies. Ang secretary is responsable siya sa pagsasagawa ng national educational research at studies. Ito ay nakatutulong sa DepEd na mas maunawaan ang mga educational needs ng ating bansa and mag-develop ng effective interventions. Enhancing the employment status, professional competence, welfare and working conditions of all personnel of the department. Ang secretary is responsable siya sa pagtitiyak na ang lahat ng personnel ng DepEd ay mayroong necessary employment status, professional competence, welfare, and working conditions. Ito ay nakatutulong sa pag-attract at retain ng quality personnel sa DepEd. And lastly, the enhancing the total development of learners through local and national programs and or projects. So, ang secretary is responsable siya sa pagpapabuti sa pangkalahatang pag-unlad ng mga mag-aaral sa pamamagitan ng mga local and national programs and or projects. So, ito ay nakatutulong sa mga mag-aaral na maabot ang kanilang full potential. So, let's proceed with the number 2, the regional level. There shall be as many regional offices as may be provided by law. Each regional office shall have a director, an assistant director, and an office staff for program promotion and support, planning, administrative, and fiscal services. Ang regional level ay isang level ng education governance na responsable siya sa pagpapatupad ng national educational policies at nagpaplano sa isang specific na region. Ang regional office is pinamumunuan ng isang regional director na tinutulungan ng isang assistant director at office staff. So, the regional director has the following powers and responsibilities. First one is defining a regional educational policy framework which reflects the values, needs, and expectations of the communities they serve. So, ang regional director is responsible siya sa pagdevelop ng regional educational policy framework na naaayon sa national educational policies and plans. So, dapat isaalang-alang ng regional policy framework ang mga specific na needs at priorities ng region. For example, a region na may maraming katutubong mamamayan may need to develop a policy framework na para ma-emphasize ang cultural sensitivity. Next is developing a regional basic educational plan. So, ang regional director is responsable siya sa pagdevelop ng isang plano para sa regional basic education plan na naaayon sa goals, mga objectives at strategies para sa basic education ng region. So, ang plan is dapat naaayon siya sa National Basic Education Plan at dapat isaalang-alang ang mga specific needs at priorities ng region. Developing regional educational standards with a view towards benchmarking for international competitiveness. So, ang regional director is responsable siya sa pagdevelop ng mga regional educational standards na naaayon sa national educational standards. Ang regional standards is dapat challenging siya para ihanda ang mga students para sa international competition. Monitoring, evaluating, and assessing regional learning outcomes. So, ang regional director is responsible siya sa pagmamonitor, pag-evaluate, and pag-assess ng learning outcomes ng mga learners region. So, ito ay nakatutulong sa pag-identify ng mga lugar kung saan kinakailangan ang improvement. Number 5, undertaking research projects and developing and managing region-wide projects which may be funded through official development assistance and or other funding agencies. Ang regional director is responsable siya sa pagsasagawa ng mga research projects, pagdevelop at pagmamanage ng region projects na naaayon sa Regional Educational Policy Framework. So, ang mga proyektong ito ay maaaring pondohan sa pamamagitan ng official development, assistance, or iba pang mga funding agencies. Ensuring strict compliance with prescribed national criteria for the recruitment, selection, and training of all staff in the region and division. So, ang regional director is responsible siya for ensuring na lahat ng staff ng region at division are recruited, napili at well-trained ayon sa itinagtang national criteria. Ito ay nakatutulong to ensure na ang lahat ng staff ay may necessary skills and knowledge upang magsagawa ng regional educational policy framework. Formulating in coordination with the Regional Development Council the budget to support the regional educational plan which shall take into account the educational plans of the divisions and districts. Determining the organization component of the divisions and districts, and approving the proposed staffing pattern of all employees in the divisions and districts. So ito ay nakatutulong to ensure na ang divisions and district is may necessary resources para sa pagpapatupad ng Regional Educational Policy Framework. Hiring, placing, and evaluating all employees in the regional office, except for the position of Assistant Director. Ito ay nakatutulong to ensure na lahat ng employees ay competent and motivated na mag-implement ng educational policy framework. Evaluating all schools divisions superintendents and assistant division superintendents in the region. Ito ay nakatutulong to ensure na ang mga division superintendents ay naayos or maayos na nagpapatupad ng Regional Educational Policy Framework. Planning and managing the effective and efficient use of all personnel, physical and fiscal resources of the regional office, including professional staff development. Ito ay nakatutulong to ensure na ang regional office ay mayroong necessary resources para sa pagpapatupad ng Regional Educational Policy Framework. Number 12, managing the database and management information system of the region. Ito ay nakatutulong to ensure na ang regional office is mayroong necessary data para sa pagmamonitor at pag-evaluate ng pagpapatupad ng Regional Educational Policy Framework. Approving the establishment of public and private elementary and high schools and learning centers. Ito ay nakatutulong to ensure na ang lahat ng mag-aaral sa region ay may access sa quality education. And lastly, performing such other functions as may be assigned by proper authorities. So, ang regional director is maaaring ma-assign ng proper authorities sa iba pang mga responsibility or tungkulin. Now, let's proceed with number 3, the division level. A division shall consist of a province or a city which shall have a school division superintendent, at least one assistant school division superintendent, and an office staff for programs, promotion, planning, administrative, fiscal, legal, ancillary, and other support services. So, ang division level is ang level ng education governance na responsable siya sa pag-implement ng national educational policies and plan sa specific province or city. So, ang division office ay pinamumunuan ng school division superintendent na tinutulungan ng assistant school division superintendent at ng school staff. So, the school division superintendent has the following powers and responsibilities: developing and implementing division education development plans. So dapat i-priority ang mga basic needs ng division. Planning and managing the effective and efficient use of all personnel, physical and fiscal resources of the division, including professional staff development. Ito ay nakaka-help to ensure na mayroong necessary resources ang division para maisakatuparan ng mga plano sa pagpapaunlad ng division education. Hiring, placing, and evaluating all division supervisors and school district supervisors, as well as all employees in the division, both teaching and non-teaching personnel, including school heads, except for the assistant division superintendent. Nakatutulong ito to ensure na lahat ng employee is competent and motivated para mas matupad nila ang mga plans nila sa pagpapaunlad ng education. Monitoring the utilization of funds provided by the national government and the local government units to the schools and learning centers. Ito ay nakatutulong to ensure na ang mga pondo ay ginagamit para sa kanilang intended purposes. Ensuring compliance of quality standards for basic education programs, and for this purpose, strengthening the role of division supervisors as subject area specialists. So ito ay ginagawa sa pamamagitan ng pagpapalakas ng role divisions supervisors bilang subject area specialist. So ang division supervisor is responsable siya or responsibilidad nila na magbigay ng support at guidance sa mga teachers sa pagpapatupad ng curriculum at to ensure na ang mga learners is nami-meet ang learning standards. Promoting awareness of and adherence by all schools and learning centers to accreditation standards prescribed by the Secretary of Education. So, ang accreditation ay isang proseso to ensure na ang mga schools at learning centers is sumusunod sa mga quality standards. Supervising the operations of all public and private elementary, secondary, and integrated schools and learning centers. So, kasama dito ang pagtitiyak na ang mga school is nagbibigay ng quality education at sumusunod sa lahat ng mga applicable laws or regulations. And lastly, performing such other functions as may be assigned by proper authorities. Ang school division superintendent ay maaaring bigyan ng iba pang mga tungkulin ng mga proper authorities. Let's proceed with number 4, the school district level or the district level. Upon the recommendation of the school's division superintendents, the regional director may establish additional schools district within a school's division. A school's district shall have a school district supervisor and an office staff for program promotions. So, ang school district level, isang level ng governance na responsable sa pag-implement ng national educational policies or yung mga patakaran, and also sila din yung nagpa-plan sa specific district or cluster ng school. Ang school district office is pinamumunuan ng isang district supervisor na tinutulungan ng mga school staff. So, narito ang mga halimbawa kung paano magagamit ng school district supervisor ang kanilang mga power at responsibility upang ma-improve ang sistema ng education sa isang distrito. So, the school's district supervisor shall be responsible for the following: providing professional and instructional advice and support to the school heads and teachers, facilitators of schools and learning centers in the district or a cluster thereof. So, kasama rito ang pagbibigay ng guidance sa curriculum implementation, strategies, at assessment. Ito ay nakatutulong to ensure na ang mga teachers ay up-to-date sa mga latest teaching methods at mga best practices. Nakikipag-collaborate ang district supervisor sa mga school heads upang mag-develop at ipatupad ang mga plan para sa pagpapabuti ng school. So, nakatutulong ito to ensure na ang mga school ay mamimit ang needs ng kanilang learners. Curricular supervision. So, ang school district supervisor is responsable siya sa pagsusupervise ng implementation ng curriculum sa district or cluster nito. Kasama nito ang pagtitiyak na maayos na naipatutupad ang curriculum na namimit ng mga mag-aaral ang mga learning standard. Minomonitor ng school district supervisor ang pag-implement ng curriculum, and also pwede din sila mag-provide ng feedback sa mga teachers. Nakatutulong ito to ensure na ang curriculum is implemented effectively. Ina-identify ng school district supervisor ang Mga schools that are performing below expectations para masuportahan nila and to ensure na lahat ng mag-aaral ay may access sa quality education. And lastly, performing such other functions as may be assigned by proper authorities. So, maliban sa dalawang nabanggit, ang school district supervisor is may iba pang tungkulin na maaaring i-assign ng proper authorities sa kanila, like maaaring maatasan ng school district supervisor sa iba pang tungkulin. Lastly, the school level. There shall have a school head for all public elementary schools and public high schools, or a cluster thereof. So, the establishment of integrated schools from existing public elementary and public high schools shall be encouraged. So, sa school level, mahalaga na may isang school head na naka-assign sa lahat ng public school, elementary, and high school. Ang school head kadalasang may kasamang assistant school head. They shall be both an instructional leader at tagapag-manage sa pagtuturo at administrative manager. So, ang posisyong ito ay nangangailangan ng harmony sa mga guro at mga learning facilitators ng school upang masiguro na ang pag-deliver ng quality educational program, projects, at services. Samantala, ang mga non-teaching staff ang nag-handle ng mga school's administrative, fiscal, at iba pang serbisyo sa paaralan. So, upang tayakin na maayos na operasyon ang institution. Consistent with the National Educational Policies, Plans, and Standards, the school heads shall have authority, accountability, and responsibility for the following: setting the mission, vision, goals, and objectives of the school. So, for example, nag-set ng goal ang school head para sa kanilang school to improve standardized test score by 10% within the next academic year. Creating an environment within the school that is conducive to teaching and learning. Kasama rito ang pagtitiyak na ang mga classroom ay angkop para sa pag-aaral at mayroon ang mga teachers na mga necessary resources. For example, ensuring na ang mga classroom are well-equipped and may interactive whiteboards, projectors, at komportable ang mga upuan. Implementing the school curriculum and being accountable for higher learning outcomes. So, kasama rito ang pag-adapt ng modern teaching methods or pag-integrate ng technology sa classroom. Developing the school education program and school improvement plan. So, for example, maaaring magdagdag sila ng mga karagdagang extracurricular activities to enrich ang educational experience ng mga students. Offering educational programs, projects, and services which provide equitable opportunities for all learners in the community. This could include scholarship para sa mga kabataang may kahirapan, introducing new and innovative modes of instructions to achieve higher learning outcomes. So, para ma-achieve ang superior learning outcomes, maaaring i-encourage ng school head ang pagkatap ng makabago at kakaibang pamamaraan ng pagtuturo at mga learning methodologies tulad ng project-based learning or flipped classroom. So, for example, introducing computer coding classes or STEM or Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics program para ma-enhance ang learning. Administering and managing all personal, physical, and fiscal resources of the school. Pagmamanage sa lahat ng aspeto ng school resources mula sa mga personal at physical facilities and finances ay under sila sa school head. Sinisiguro nila na ang mga resources is maayos na ginagamit upang matugunan ang school's objective. Recommending the staffing complement of the school based on its needs. Base sa pangangailangan ng paaralan, ang school head ay nagbibigay ng recommendations for staffing requirements tulad ng pag-hire ng karagdagang teachers or support staff na tutulong sa pagpapatupad ng mga gawain ng paaralan. Encouraging staff development. Encouraging ongoing professional development sa mga teachers at staff members ay isang pangunahing responsibility ng school head. Kasama rito ang pag-organize ng mga workshop and mga training session. For example, organizing workshops para sa mga teachers to learn about sa latest teaching technique and technologies. Establishing school and community networks and encouraging the active participation of teachers' organizations, non-academic personnel of public schools, and parents, teachers, community associations. For example, pagkikipag-collaborate sa mga local na business to secure funding para sa mga extracurricular activities. Number 11, accepting donations, gifts, bequests, and grant for the purpose of upgrading teachers, learning facilitators' competence, improving and expanding school facilities and equipment. Such donations or grants must be reported to appropriate district supervisor and division superintendents. So, para ma-enhance ang kakayahan ng mga teachers at para ma-provide or mapaayos ang facilities ng school and to provide necessary instructional materials, maaaring tanggapin nila or tanggapin ng school head ang mga donations, gifts, ari-arian or grants. Lahat ng ganitong mga contribution ay kinakailangan munang i-report sa district supervisor and division superintendents para mapanatili ang transparency. For example, receiving a donation of new computers para sa school computer lab na galing sa local community. And lastly, the performing such other functions as may be assigned by proper authorities. So, ang school heads ay handa rin na gampanan ang karagdagang mga tungkulin na ibinibigay ng mga kinauukulan or otoridad. Thank you.